Hello, Pups, and welcome back to another part of Final Fantasy XVI. In the last part, we helped out Eloise. She wanted to make a place for the bears that she's freeing because she's a lot of people can't afford. Well, they can't afford, or they're not training them right now. So the barracks were selling a lot of bears, and she was like, "Yeah, cheap, let's do it." But a lot of people is more mouths to feed and more bodies to home. So there was an abandoned village because it was overrun by monsters. And we cleared it out. And now that we're helping Quentin, he's getting his revenge. And obviously, Clive's not the one to be able to say don't go for revenge. It'd be a bit hypocritical of him. But apparently there is more than they can. There's a big beast waiting for them along with the Black Shields. And the scout didn't think that Quentin could take them, and I think that's quite rude. We don't know if Quentin could take them. So we're gonna go meet them and help with, I assume, rather than telling them, look, you can't take them on, we're just gonna take the beast on with them.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
I'm clearly blind, I don't know. Oh, I see people. I was like, I don't see what we're looking at, but it's people, isn't it? Hi.
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades.
How did they all
They
die?
followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Oh, it's Quirrell.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
I mean, they're calling it guard dog, but I've always seen a Quirrell more as a cat.
That is no
I didn't realize this is what we had.
No.
Meanness.
Just a rabbit beast that needs to be put down.
It is a Quirrell. It's even shooting lightning at me. Come on now. Please don't hit me. I'm so close to being done. There we go. Easy punch. Oh, damn it. There we go. I messed up. I don't know why I tried to block that as if it would have done anything from the distance I was on. Right. Oh, I think I'm too close. Am I too close? No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to use this one, but I mean, I suppose healing's not a bad idea. Did that still hit even though I actually powered up there? I think it did. That was a weird interaction. It didn't look right. Oh my god. I mean, I would have been doing 50,000 damage. I just killed him before the stagger even finished. Quirrell Whisker using crafting.
If only we'd arrived earlier.
It was a Quirrell, see?
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear.
As you should.
Just
killed
as
all
I
your
dreamed
comrades.
of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. so that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quinton! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news.
Aren't you just the bad news bear?
It's been flooded.
What?
Oh, Kashyyyk? Well, we'd already got everyone out of Lostwing, didn't we? I was gonna say, I don't think we should let normal people go near this. Because, I mean, Quentin would turn at Kashyyyk if he goes into them.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Then they're turned.
Don't be a fool.
Oh, what are you doing, Quentin?
Damn it.
If they've turned a Kashyyyk, why would anyone else in there not be a Kashyyyk? That's
It's
just
not
dumb.
going to last long in there.
No, he's not.
Then we finish this quickly.
Oh, Joshua does speak. There we go, that's nice. Just with me saying last part, how I wish Joshua had a bit more of a dialogue when we were doing quests with him in the party. I knew new enemies were going to approach. Where are they? They're not even near me. New enemies approaching? Yeah, sure, if you say so. Wrong button. Wrong button again. Can I shoot him? Can't even shoot him from here. Yeah, there we go. That's what it is. I want Phoenix Shift. Oh, this guy over here is still alive. Look at him. Look at him over here.
It's over.
Wait, are we just running there? Guess we're just running there. Quentin, you shouldn't be in here. You're not immune to a Kashyyyk. You're not a dominant. Worker. Is there gonna be like a big bad boss, or is this just gonna be it? Fuck this. Does this do more damage? I think this does more damage. Anyone alive? No? You? Yep, there we go.
Quentin. Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here.
We should have went in here in the first place. That's a really own fault, really. Like, how stupid can you be, knowing that people turn a Kashyyyk in these pools, essentially? He's like, I'm gonna run in. Why? What use are you to anyone turning a Kashyyyk? Like, a guy's like upset, like, oh my god, mums of people are in here, but he did say that all the week the L and the children had already been moved. Why would there be people in here? Like, I just don't understand why people wouldn't have left by now.
I need to get back to Quentin.
Yeah, I mean, he should be. I expect him to turn a Kashyyyk.
Quentin. Quentin. Look at me. Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
What, do we wrap him in a blanket and take him? Like,
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood
Lost,
has
yeah.
filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains.
That's deep.
I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you're only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
We all hope it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was a home.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lost Wing. Right here in the Bales.
Or come to the hideaway.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
That's really nice. Because he's never, like, treated them as slaves, obviously. He's the same as everyone else, that he works to free the bearers.
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my
But
people.
that makes no
I'll
sense!
pretend you never asked.
Just come back! To the
But you must be
hideaway, it's
rewarded
safer!
for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
I don't understand why they don't all just, like, including Quentin, come back to the hideaway. For great justice, too. I imagine that's probably the one that ends. What is this? Displayed in Clive's chamber. Oh, okay. Wicked Wheel? Or does Wicked Wheel go down? What is that? That's Garuda. Okay. On to the next one. The last one, Martha's Rest? Yeah, it's Martha's Rest. So will this be Martha then? We already kind of helped Martha when the Akashic broke out, so I wonder if this is maybe going to be like the Is it Martha? What is it? It's in the pub. Let's check. Guess we'll find out. Hello. What are you after?
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
I always am.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just isn't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with
Can't
the
you
room
just
we've
change
got.
the church
We can't
into...
keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Can we just change the
It's no
church into it,
burden.
though? Because, like, no one lives there now?
Thank you, Clive.
So,
The person
how
died?
are you thinking of making this new home?
Didn't he? No?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Oh, true.
Eastpool. It's
And
been a
everyone
long
was
time
slaughtered
since
there.
I thought about that place.
Yeah.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
Aye, why not?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk
Just
to him?
kill them all.
Of course.
It's that simple. Let's just go there and slaughter them.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet.
I feel bad
Let's hear
for...
Wade's plan first.
Obviously there was Murdoch's wife there. Was it Anna? I don't remember her name. Murdoch's wife was there. I feel bad for the wee guy who was waiting for us to... Basically, like, he was like, oh, I used to work in the kitchen for you, master. We're like, can you wait a wee bit longer? It was in Eastpool that quest was as well, wasn't it? And then obviously he's been slaughtered. I feel bad for him, mostly.
So Wade,
He'd waited his
It's good
whole
to see
life
you
to see
well.
us.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully, the road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
I'll
The
one-shot
Akashic
them,
are
it's
the
fine.
bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
I think it'll be good, honestly. Just waiting for dialogue. I don't like teleporting in case there's a bit of dialogue between these little quest things, but seems like there was none. Okay, Eastpool. I am ready to free you. Bandits, oh bandits! Come out and play! Bandits, oh bandits!
Who the hell are you?
You cannot stay.
Kill them!
Unsavory settler.
Or face the consequences.
Have we told Joshua? I mean, did Joshua even know about Eastpool, like, getting overrun and stuff?
That's the end of that then.
No, it's not. No chance.
Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
Ow. Easy. Come on, slap it. Slap it a little. Slap it a bit more. Easy. And do this. And do this. And just sit while it shreds. Slice it up a bit. How much damage do we do? Come on, how much damage do we do? Right, that was Beat it. He's doing that stuff. He's doing lightning hands. Just shred it. And then we're done. That was still shorter than what I expected it to be honest. I don't know why this thing was here though, if it was among bandits.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that...
Flan.
whatever it was.
It was a flan.
Let's hope it was the last
Flan
of
with
its
hands.
kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Sometime later. We'll give it a few hours, guys.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own.
I prefer to say no one's a master.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait.
Hannah.
Lady
I said
Hannah is
Anna
buried
was
here.
very close.
If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Does this place get a merchant? No, I was gonna say I was wondering if it maybe got a merchant again after restoring it, because there was a merchant originally in Eastpool, and then it kind of got attacked, and the orchestrion role moves to the hideaway. I just thought maybe it moves back or something.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it, and now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines.
I don't see why you'd
poor
change it.
souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Quest complete. Yeah, I don't know why you'd have changed the name of Eastpool. It's still the same place. You're just giving it new inhabitants after the slaughtering that happened to it. But we're going to be ending off there, guys. So in the next part, I believe we'll be continuing with main story. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're enjoying this, guys. If you want to check out more content from me, you can always check Twitch, which will be in the description below. Or you could check out other things. So if you just click on my wee profile picture, you'll see a wee list of playlists that I have. We've got currently right now Octopath Traveler, we have Super Meat Boy, and soon, maybe, well, depends when you're watching this, obviously, we'll have a lot more, possibly if it's later on. Or soon we'll have some Pokemon Radical Red Nuzlocke going up. So there's a lot to look forward to. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to poke that like button, subscribe, and comment your comments, because they are comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!